Hello, everyone. Once again, thank you for joining us on Talkin' Fight. I've got Neil the Deal in the house, and we need to wrap up part 2 of Macho Camacho.
Graham, are you? Yeah, we got to do that. Hey, we got to finish that up. So this is how
we
we're
do.
Gonna,
we do.
This is how we're going to finish it up tonight, guys. Thanks a lot for coming out. Really appreciate the shares, the likes, all the comments have been fantastic. You guys are on the ball. I'm really impressed. I think you know, keep them coming. Keep them coming. Keep more and more is what we need. Okay, guys.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, absolutely. All right. So let's finish up, Mr. One of my favorites, Neil the Deal. Héctor Macho Camacho. We'll finish him up here. All right. So we ended off notable fights. All right. We're talking about my buddy, the cutest guy in boxing history. Hey, I don't swing that. I don't swing that way, guys. But he really was cute. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's like, oh, we go.
Yeah.
So, anyways, Oscar De La Hoya. De La Hoya. What a boxer he was. So Camacho fought De La Hoya, and there was Camacho had a hard time with De La Hoya. Actually, if you watch the fight, it was a battle beyond. It was an amazing battle. All right, guys. So unfortunately, Héctor was at the short end of the stick that night. It was a loss, unanimous decision for De La Hoya. So, hey, Oscar, that was one of your proud moments, I'm sure. If you're listening out there, brother.
Yep.
Nice work, Oscar. But I know it wasn't easy. You know what I mean? Camacho gave it everything he got every fight. So let's move on to the next guy. He fought Roberto Duran. Roberto Stonehands Duran. All right.
Yep.
So he fought Duran, and he beat Duran in a unanimous decision. So not many people beat Duran, as we all know. Past episodes will let you guys know all about Duran. Check out the Duran stuff. Unbelievable between Leonard and he goes on and on. Duran fought all the toughest too, as we all know. All right, so some of the titles. Okay, let's talk about some of the titles that Héctor was able to acquire over his career. Like I said, guys, I used to watch him exclusively. Anytime I saw that he was fighting, I told my parents, sorry, can't vacuum the pool. Sorry, can't cut the grass. Sorry, can't clean the eaves troughs. You know what I mean? My dad didn't like that. He would give me a lot of trouble. But anyways, I watched them all, and we'll go through a bit of his titles and awards that he got over his career. So he won the WBC Super Featherweight Championship of the World, 1983-84. He was the champion of that division. WBC Lightweight Champion. All right, so he moved up in weight, took the championship 85 to 87. He's like I say, this guy was a multiple division winner. Absolutely amazing at everything there is about boxing. Like I said before in the first part, right from his ring entrance, all right? His ring entrance was fantastic. He was dressed to the nines. Like guys like Puff Daddy, all these guys who think that they got nothing on this guy.
That's right.
All right? You know what I mean, Graham? The guy was flamboyant. He was like the Liberace of boxing. You know what I'm saying? Remember that guy, Liberace? He was all right. I don't know. You know how it is. All right. So then he decided he's going to go WBO. He wins the WBO light welterweight title in 89. So he's just moving up the ladder here. Every year he just keeps winning titles, world titles. Then in 92, he won the WBO lightweight title again. So at some point he obviously lost, but then he retained the title and came back to fight. That's what we gotta like about Camacho. He's a real fighter. So he goes down in the history as one of the best in his career. He was inducted into the Hall of Fame, International Boxing Hall of Fame. June of 2016, he was inducted, and he was inducted, but unfortunately, he wasn't there to receive his award. But he was represented well by the family, his kids, and his wife, and they were very appreciative of everybody out there, guys, give the guy kudos, you know, like he really did have a mark in the boxing community in Puerto Rico. He was bigger than the president. And again, he was like Pacquiao in Philippines, you know what I mean? So, hey Graham, you know about Pacquiao in the Philippines? Anything about him?
Yeah, you might say that I do. I know him very well. Without a doubt. And I've been to Puerto Rico as well. I got to say, they got a few baseball players that come out of Puerto Rico, but just like Pacquiao come out of Philippines, when you're talking boxing, you can't get around the fact that Macho Camacho dominates that conversation, to be blunt. Great guy, great fighter. Glad to have seen him back in the day. Not live, but on TV. And got to say, man, great, flamboyant, charismatic, tough, good guy.
Yeah.
Thanks for bringing him up.
Yeah, man, because, you know, unfortunately, he didn't have a very good ending to his life. No. Very tragic situation. He was with his best friend, if you can believe it, all right? He was in a vehicle. It was a BMW X5, and he was dropping off his friend at a local bar in his hometown. And he was accosted and was shot, fatally shot. He was shot right under the chin, to the side of the head, somewhere here, and it exited over there. So it was a one-shot thing, and that basically, it wasn't a good situation. His friend, his best friend, was also shot one time, and his friend was killed instantly, but Camacho survived the initial assault and was hospitalized for about 4 days before his family decided. The doctors had said that he was technically brain dead, that if he was to survive, he was brain dead. So his mother decided to pull the plug, and they put him to rest. So R.I.P. Hector, man. I feel this weird chill over me, Graham. I don't know why that was, but that was weird. Maybe he's listening to us. Maybe I don't know, but I hope so. Hector, if you're listening out there, man, you're top notch, eh? So
it's a reminder to us all: life is short.
You know? Absolutely, man. You know, this guy was a world champion in many divisions, well-known fighter around the world, and he's in a volatile country, and he's got money, and they know that. So, unfortunately, I guess he was just at the wrong place at the wrong time, hanging out with the wrong guys. That's all that happened. I mean, he was with his best friend. He's just dropping him off. So, basically, they never solved this murder, this double murder. It's never been solved. He was taken back from Puerto Rico to New York City. It was requested by his kids actually wanted him buried in Puerto Rico, but his mother decided to bury him in New York City, in Harlem, where he grew up, South Harlem, South Bronx, wherever exactly that is. And Spanish Harlem is exactly where it was. And that's where he's interned. You know, he laid in state for a couple of days in Puerto Rico.
Wow.
So that the Puerto Rican fans, guys out there, Puerto Rico, I'm sure you guys were devastated. I was personally very upset, to be honest with you. So his legacy goes on. All right. His legacy goes on. We gotta keep the faith for him, think about him, watch some of his fights. You know what I mean, Graham?
You know what I take away from this? His inspiration to the young people, like whether it be in Puerto Rico, across the Caribbean, through Latin America. This guy must have been a hell of an inspiration to all those young kids, and probably still is to this very day, especially with the advent of YouTube. YouTube is probably spreading like wildfire across those states, across those countries. And quite frankly, he is an inspiration, regardless of the fact that he's no longer with us. At the end of the day, that guy inspired, I guarantee it, a generation of boxers.
Worldwide. Like really worldwide. And he has a lot of respect within the boxing community. because it's entertainment, all right? At the end of the day, it's entertainment. That boxing is entertainment. And it's very, it's hard to get involved on that level because the skill level is so high. But he brought it all together with his flamboyancy, his ability to win the big fight, his ring stuff, guys. I don't even want to tell you anymore. You got to go check this out. I watched every one of them. I was literally amazed, like completely in awe of this guy. So thanks, Hector, for everything. And I got a little tribute to him, Graham. I wanted to do
a little bit extra.
Yeah, a little bit extra for you guys tonight. Now, he did have the moniker the Macho Man, correct? Is that Hector Macho Camacho Man? You know.
Yep. Hector.
But there was another guy who maybe took that from him, and ooh yeah. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm the Macho Man. All you little hulksters out there are gonna worry about the Macho Man. Well, Randy Savage, God bless, R.I.P. him too, eh? He was a Macho Man, and the Macho was Macho Man, and ooh, yeah, the Macho Man. Those guys, both of them, pure macho. Right on, Graham.
You know what? At the end of the day, it's about your love of the sport, your love of the game. You've got to commit. You've got to have that courage to step into the ring. You got to do that. You got to do that showboat. It's entertainment, as you said. And at the end of the day, whether it's professional wrestling, whether it's professional boxing, it's all the same for the fans.
It's all entertainment, guys. Football, baseball, soccer, golf, hockey, tennis, tiddlywinks. It's all entertainment. So let's remember that these guys who are actually entertaining us are superstar individuals with amazing talent that they were able to, bring together within themselves, and were able to project it to all of us. So we have to give them always 2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs up, without a doubt. Yeah. And it complete sidebar, it reminds me of Robin Williams' description of how the game of golf was invented. He gives a brilliant, Google it. He gives a brilliant description of the Scottish inventing the game of golf. And if anyone can describe how exciting golf is, quite frankly, it's the commentators.
It's amazing. I love it.
I'm just simply saying, any sport requires dedication, requires commitment. But at the end of the day, just for fun, go back to Robin Williams, go back to his cute little 2-minute explanation of how the Scottish invented it. That's cool. It's rather brilliant. But
yeah, it reminds me, guys out there, that Canada invented basketball. Did you guys know that?
Well, a Canadian invented it while working at an American school.
Doesn't matter, dude. The guy is Canadian. Like, come on. The guy's Canadian. He invented probably the biggest sport in the United States. So you guys in the United States, I love you, but you didn't invent basketball. And the Toronto Raptors are the world champions. So how do you like them apples? Right here.
Well, hang on a sec here. The Raptors won 2 years ago, not last year.
Well, every year they win in my mind. They're the best team out there, and there is
fair enough.
Yeah, come on.
Right.
They're winning every year from here on in.
Thanks very much for coming on board. And let's give a shout out to our viewers. Let's hope they like, comment, because we love those comments. And please subscribe to our channel. It means a lot to us. And thanks very much, Neil. Appreciate it. And we'll see you next time, okay?
Yeah, I appreciate that, Graham. Thanks for having me on tonight. And again, thanks to all you guys watching. Really appreciate it. We'll see you soon. Be safe. Take care of yourselves.
Thank you.